All right, in this video today, I'm going to be using cold email to speed run my way to getting a sales call booked. That could lead to a $5,000 plus deal if I can close it. There's going to be no fancy editing in this one. I'm literally just going to keep my screen pulled up this whole time and show you what I do step by step. From figuring out my ICP to scraping leads, writing my emails, follow-ups, literally just everything that I would normally do. So if you want to follow along with what I do, just feel free to open up another tab. But otherwise, let's just not waste any time and get straight into it. So first things first, when it comes to our cold email, what we want to first decide, and what we should already have decided, hopefully at this point, is our offer. In this case, I'm just going to say that what I'm selling is just a video plus ads for people. Okay. So I'm going to keep it pretty broad because I want you guys to be able to see how I'm going to pull this broad service offering into something that's going to be outcome driven and actually get results for people. So what I'm selling is video plus ads for people. So I'm just going to assume I'm like a videographer or like social media expert. I'm just going to use that as the offer. Nothing fancy because it doesn't really matter right now. I just have a skill set. I'm going to use this skill set to define who it is. Okay. So ideal client profile. So I think for this, who I'm going to target is, and the thing with here, like what we can do is we can pull up like multiple different niches and target multiple different people, especially with an offer like this. This is why I like the broader offers and going with multiple different niches that this could work for because it keeps your total addressable market super high. So in this case, I mean, I think this based off of past success with this type of offer and then total addressable market being fairly large and easy to find, I'm just going to go for real estate agents. And the pain is nobody knows who they are. Or let's just actually let's come up with this stuff right here. We'll just open up a quick ChatGPT here. So let's just say I do video and social media for real estate agents, helping them become the most known in their area to attract more buyers and sellers. What are their top pain points in their language in all caps? Like exactly what they say. What are their top desired outcomes in their language? Do I have anything else here? I don't know what's supposed to be in value. I don't know why I wrote that. I'm just going to get this for now. Or I guess the value is like for the call to action, but we'll talk about that later. Okay, let's just see what this comes up with here. And the thing with like this, guys, is especially with cold email, we want to be really, really keen on who we're defining before we actually go out and launch. Because sure, this could work with anybody with a business, right? But for the sake of cold email, in order to actually be relevant when I'm sending cold emails, I want to be really specific so that I can write a campaign that's going to be really specific for somebody. So let's see. Downtime. Cool. So I'm just going to literally just copy and paste these. I think these are really solid. Let's just format this to look good. I know I should be posting. I don't have time. I don't know what to post. Everything feels cringe or repetitive. My market is so competitive. How do I differentiate? I'm tired of chasing leads. I want people to come to me. Nice. That's a good one. I'm amazing with clients, but nobody knows who I am. So I'm just going to star these best ones. I'm also going to mark this as done. Cool. I like this one. I like this one. I like this one. These are all really good. Love this one. So the ones that I'm choosing here, they're more like financially driven, if that makes sense. So very much on this, from this perspective of making money and things that are actually painful. Like I know I should be posting, I just don't have time. That's not very painful for somebody. I don't know what to post. Everything feels cringe or repetitive. That doesn't lead to more money, right? So I'm trying to come up with the pain points that actually leads to money. I'm tired of chasing leads. I want people to come to me. Cool. That's a pain point that's has financial implications that I'm going to really try to pinpoint. Let's do this one as well. No. Cool. These are fine. Let's do the same thing with outcomes. Yep. Most known leads to business. This is great too. Love that one. Love. All these are good. Dang. No. Yes. No. Cool. These are pretty solid. Sweet. So I just picked basically the ones that are the most financial implications that I think if an agent saw, then they'd be like, ouch, I feel that. So feel pretty good with a deal client profile. Check that bad boy off. Yeah, real estate agents, top pain points, perfect. Cool. This is useful more so from the perspective of writing copy, which we'll maybe hit on a little bit. But yeah, sweet. Next thing, I just need to pull a lead list. And the cool thing about real estate agents is we can be like more relevant and like more pinpointed because like there's like a lot of people essentially. So I could do, California real estate agents, San Diego real estate agents, New York real estate agents, Fort Lauderdale real estate agents, whatever, Miami real estate agents, and be really, really relevant because they're fairly decently easy to find. So in this case, I'm just going to go to my Instantly Super Search here, and I'm just going to pull a list of leads. So all I'm going to do is I'm just going to search for job title is real estate agent. Brokers. And so I'm basically just putting in all the brokers, all of the names that real estate agents call themselves. I'll just put real estate too. Yeah, perfect. So as we can see with this, there's over 1 million people, right? Realtor, like a big total addressable market. And I'm not even sure that this is that relevant of a list. Okay. So I'm also going to get even more granular. Okay. I'm going to do location. I'm going to do United States. Cool. That narrowed it down to under 1 million. And then because in this case, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do company name. I'm just going to type in Compass because I know that's a pretty big company. Yeah, and that gave us a list of 12,000 people, which I think is plenty for what we're going after here. Okay, so then all I need to do now is enrich this list of leads. So I have a list of 12,000 people. Am I going to send 12,000 emails today? Probably not. So let's just click on find emails. How many people do I want to send this to? 12,000. Let's just do 5,000 leads. Cool. Should be plenty here. And what's going to start happening is our leads are going to start enriching. And what that means is they're going to verify the emails to make sure that the person that I'm sending an email to is still active. I know real estate agents often like jump around. So that's what this is doing here. And then what it's also going to do is it's going to enrich their full profile. So it's going to scrape their LinkedIn. It's going to find their contact headline, contact summary, job level, department, all that sort of stuff that could be relevant for personalization if I choose to use that in the copy, which I don't think I'm going to for this because I feel like I can be pretty direct response with these and get a fairly decent result and not get too fancy with this one. So I'm going to let this bad boy load. We're going to go back over here and I'm just going to go ahead and check this box off right here. And then adding in create campaign because I forgot that step. So let's go ahead and delete this bad boy. So lead list real estate agents in the US that work at Compass. So again, for this case, I am trying to be more relevant with my list because you saw I had a list of almost 1 million people that I could probably send a message to. Problem with that is we're sending everybody with a pulse. Can't be too relevant in the emails. Not sure what I'm going to do with the emails quite yet. And maybe depending on how this goes, I might need to like leverage, oh, you work at Compass. And then also I know people who work at Compass are typically like higher end agents who care about their brand, care about their image. So that's going to be important with the offer that I am in fact selling. So while that's loading, we're going to go just pop back to Instantly. I'm just going to duplicate this. I already have a list of emails inside of here so that I can start sending as soon as, today. I have a list of 60 emails that I'll be able to send from. So 60 times around 30 emails would be around, I could send 1,800 emails a day, okay, ish. Probably a little bit more if I really wanted to push it, but I already have these set up. So all I did was just go to add new and then did the done for you setup. Pretty simple to do, but super important that we have multiple emails that we can send from so that we can send the volume that's actually going to get us results. So now all I need to go do is go to campaigns. I'm just going to call this Compass Real Estate. Okay, cool. Then I'm going to go ahead and click on continue here. And now what I can do inside of here is I can really just start to build out the sequences. And this is where all of my campaigns are going to be, essentially. So let's go check out this bad boy. It looks like this has been fully enriched. Perfect. Awesome. So now we have a list of 5,000 people, verified email. So I know that they're in fact legit. I'm going to do one thing here because I'm thinking I want to use location in the email just for like a little bit of relevancy there. And personalization. I have, that they work at Compass as one, and then I'm also going to use location. One thing here with like the location, if I put that in the email, oh, saw you work in Austin, Texas, United States, that's going to be really fake. And there's not like a column in here that cleanly tells me their city in like their location. So good news for us is I can just click on add column, use AI. I'm just going to go to templates. I'm just going to search location, and let's just see what we have here. Yeah, get the city name from full location. Cool. So then all I need to do is select the column of the location, and then it'll create the column from the full location. And I can just click on generate, or let's just test it out real quick. Let's just make sure. So instead of it saying Texas or Brooklyn, New York, United States, it'll actually generate just Brooklyn, which will be nice. Okay. So I'm going to do this for all 5,000 leads so that I can use their location, city from full location in the personalization. Yeah, solid. Encinitas, Chicago, Boulder, Naples, etc. Cool. And this literally took just a couple of seconds. So it's super, super easy to do. And let's just see if these are all good to go, which I think they are. That was faster than I thought, if I'm going to be honest. I think that's all I'm going to do for now. The beauty about this is it'll stay here, like the list. It'll basically stay as like a lead list here. So I'll be able to, update it if I need to in the future. But if I wanted to like add any other columns using AI, I can certainly do that in the future. But for the sake of this, I'm just going to go ahead and rip this. Okay. So now I'm just going to go ahead and select all of the leads. I'm going to go, because I'm just going to download these bad boys and load them up. First name, last name. Sure, I'll load that in. This matters. I'm just gonna put this as the location here. And then let's upload all these bad boys. Perfecto, leads are in here. So we can see in here, leads are in. I can open this bad boy, location, email, first name, last name. That's all I really need for the sake of this for now. Cool, then let's pop over to sequences. And now we're gonna start writing our email. So let's go ahead and go to check campaign, mark this as done. Now we're going to write copy. So a couple different ways that we can write copy. I'm gonna be like, because I'm going for booking a call, I'm gonna be maybe a little bit more aggressive with the copy, simply because I think that the relevance can be super high that I don't need to waste time like sending them a resource. And I think I can make the offer so good in the email that they're going to want to learn more and they're going to want to book a call. So, but in tune, basically our framework is going to be first line, pain, offer, call to action. Okay. So that's what we want to include in the copy. So that's basically how we're going to write it. So let's just get after it here. And I'm doing this cold, so this could be just a second of me thinking as well. And I might do some tests here as well. Perfect. Let's see. So I'm just going to preview the subject line. I'm going to play with this a little bit. Okay, subject line, I'm basically saying their city's most known agent. Kind of is a little bit salesy. I'm I might test a couple of these out, actually. Idea 4. Maybe I'll just do most known in Encinitas, or wherever the lead is. Actually, what I'm just going to do is I'm just going to say location, agent. Fine. Okay. Then we're going to do our body. I'm just going to do hi first name, surprise. Again, I think I'm just going to go straight for the offer. So, and I'll add in the pain in there as you'll see, but I think we're just going to go straight for this. So give me first line that correlates to their desired outcomes, something like we help agents become using Give me some options. This will be for outbound email. I'm going to say write this in 7th grade reading level. Because a lot of the stuff that they just suggested, it's a little bit too jargony. And like, it's too hard to understand when I just like what we want to do when they open the email and they see it, they understand it. And they're like, okay, this sounds awesome. And I think again for this, since we're going a little bit more direct response, I'm going to go pretty hard with like the, like I just like this one. We help real estate agents become the most known in their area with simple videos that bring buyers and sellers. I think this will do well. It's not the quotations. And then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to add in, like I'm going to emphasize this offer even more, okay? I'm just going to say something like help them go viral. I'm going to say attract new clients because the content is relevant. I'm going to spitball this. I'm going to run this through ChatGPT to simplify it for me. Okay. Whoops, shoot. No. Come on, ChatGPT, read my mind. Okay, so I like this one. Help you go viral. I'm just gonna say become a local celebrity. I think that's solid. Track new clients. Which one did I like here? Bring more buyers and sellers with content they care about. I like that one. All while saving your time. All in under 2 hours every time. All in under 2 hours every time. Cool. So as you can see, like I'm not trying to be fancy with the copy. I'm not trying to do some like AI first line. I want the person that's going to see this email to be like, wow, that's me. That sounds freaking awesome. And that's exactly what I want. And how we do that is we write copy that speaks to this ideal customer and piques their interest and piques their curiosity. So now I'm just gonna say I'm gonna frame this more. I help real estate agents become a I'm just gonna kind of like put some urgency and exclusivity in this. I'm looking for a Compass agent in. So this is where I'm gonna use the location again. Heading into the new year because cool. think this is right. Nice. Okay, so let's just check this out here. So I'm sending from. It's a pretty fire copy. I'm looking for a compensation agent in Nashville again. Pretty solid. Okay, so for this line, just to give you guys some context, I'm looking for a Compass agent. So this is relevant to them, calling out their company in Nashville where they live. I can help head into the new year. And I'm actually offering 5 free videos for whoever claims it. So I'm giving them an offer that is worth them jumping on a call to learn more about. Pretty solid. I actually really like this. Sweet. So now I'm just going to click on add a step. And this is just going to be a follow-up email. I'm going to leave this blank. I'm going to say, hi, first name. Following up on my last email regarding helping you. Oops. I'm not even gonna A/B test or do much because again, we're just gonna keep this simple for you guys. I'm just gonna add in a case study here, okay? I'm gonna have ChatGPT help me with this. This is how you use AI to write copy, by the way. You don't copy and paste copy over, you use it to help ideate, okay? Because this already has the information of it. Yeah, like this is perfect. We've helped 87 plus agents go viral, attract more clients, and do under 2 hours a month. Perfect. Let's just add in the variable location here. Again, sense of urgency here. So I'm not going to add a link. I'm not going to shoot over any availability on the follow-up either. Again, I don't have a link because we're speedrunning this, and this business doesn't necessarily fully exist. So I'm just going to say reply yes, and I'll shoot over my availability. Cool. Let's preview this bad boy. Select a lead so it makes sense. I'm going to actually delete this. So I want to sound human. Okay. I think 2 emails will be fine. Or let's just do 1 more. Okay. Again, I'm just trying to be human here. Cool. Last email. Perfect. Save. I'm going to do 2 days in between. Simple, guys. Simple, simple, and simple. I'm going to change my subject line again. Don't love the subject line, but it's not up to me loving it. It's up to the market deciding if they love it or not. So let's go back to our trusty little bad boy here. I think we accomplished everything that we needed here. Included the pain, sort of, offer, call to action. We didn't include pain. Maybe that could be a different campaign depending on how we do. Cool. All we need to do now is just launch this bad boy. So I'm just going to go to save. Let's just preview it one more time for safety. Pick an agent. Hi, Fiona. I help real estate agents become the most known in the area with simple videos bringing buyers and sellers. Help you go viral, become a local celebrity, bring in new buyers and sellers with content they actually care about, all in under 2 hours every time because you guys are back. Nice. Cool. Again, like I'm going pretty direct response on this because I'm trying to get responses. I'm trying to get people who can I book call with. I don't think I need to be fancy on these. I really don't. Okay. I think this will work. Check out the follow-up one more time. Cool. Cool, cool, cool. Then I'm just gonna go to schedule. I'm gonna rip these central. Do Central Standard Time. Or let's just do Pacific. That's where I'm. And I'm gonna do Saturdays and Sundays. I know agents work Saturdays and Sundays. I want to send a lot. So I'm gonna do 7 a.m. to 4 p.m. I think that's fine. Save. I'm gonna go to options here. And then I'm gonna select all the accounts to use. Then what you'll notice here on the daily limit is you're gonna see that bad boy coming up. Cool, this is saying my daily limit is 1,800, and that's with 30 emails a day. And as I think about it, I'm gonna go back to my sequences here really fast, and I'm just gonna put a company name in the email signature. I'm just gonna send it. I like agent fame. I think that's totally fine. A little bit of legitimization makes me look legit. That's what I'm trying to say. Options, perfect. Whoa, why are we only doing 30? Let's do 1,500. Disable, enable. Show advanced options, owner, perfect. Cool. I'm gonna go ahead and just launch this bad boy. And we are off. So I'm not gonna do anything fancy again because yeah, like it's I don't need to send any value, so I'm not gonna set up like a reply agent or anything like that. I'm really just trying to get somebody to say, yes, I'm down for a 15-minute chat, and that will be a success. So we'll check in as replies start rolling in because we're gonna be sending a lot of emails. All right, quick little update here. It's been a few hours, probably around 3-ish hours since we launched the campaign. So if I go to my campaign analytics here, let's just go ahead and make sure we're staying organized here. So let's see what we've got so far. So I have sent a total of 400 emails and have had 4 decent replies, it looks like. So 2% reply rate, not horrible after 400, after the first 400. We have 5,000 to go through. But let's check out what actually matters, which is people responding. So let's go ahead and go through these. So starting right here, of course, with an out of office, totally fine. Then let's go to Marjorie. So she asked for examples of the work, totally fine. Sent over a link with all of our examples. And that happened 3 hours after I sent the email. And then John isn't interested, natural, gonna happen. Ruth, not interested, no worries, Ruth. Susan, this is a warm one, okay? So she basically said, I'm interested, okay? And then I replied back pretty quickly. Yeah, pretty quickly with times. I said, do you have time Monday at 9 a.m., 11 a.m., or 2 p.m. PST? Confirm and I'll shoot you a quick invite. And then she said, not Monday, any others. And then no problem. And then I suggested some other times throughout the week, which is fine. I feel confident that this person is going to, or that they're going to agree to a call, and then we can then book. But I mean, that happened literally like an hour after starting the campaign. So pretty solid. If I don't hear back from them by Monday, then I'll just ping them again. But point of this is to book a call. Okay. Claudine, also someone interested. So I pitched some times, haven't heard back to confirm. And then a couple other replies, idea for, or remove me, and then who are you with? So all in all, I'm pretty pumped on this. I'm not disappointed on how things are going. 8 replies, 4 opportunities from it in less than a couple of hours. So not a bad day so far. I will keep you up to date as we get replies and book a call. Right. So it is the next day. It's actually less than 24 hours since I sent it. Started the campaign. I started around 11 a.m. yesterday on Friday. And then you saw we were going to run it through the weekend. But while I was at a dinner party last night, that's why I didn't film, to check in and let you guys know, I saw this little birdie come through at 6:40 p.m. And it says, we're free Tuesday at 1 p.m. Let us know how you'd like to connect. So that's a W right there. That is a win. We booked our first call literally in less than 7 hours of sending the emails. So we started at 11 a.m. This person responded at 1:24, and then boom, from there, we're good to go. I literally sent 400 emails yesterday and I booked a call with some positive replies. And I actually proposed 2 people to meet. And not only that, but I have a lot of other people inside of here that are interested. Possibly, yes, I would like to learn more. Yes, I would be interested in hearing more. And then yesterday I sent some times for next week as well to another agent. So this is pretty banger. So now all I need to do is just set the appointment, send this person an invite, and the meeting's booked. So check-in 2, booked call, less than 7 hours. Yeah, I think the main reason I was able to get a call booked as quickly as possible, or as soon as I did, is because it was the offer and the copy and the relevance of the offer to the person I was emailing it to. I didn't get every single real estate agent with a pulse. I was really keen on making sure that my copy was specific to who I was sending my emails to, and making sure that my list was relevant so that when I send that specific copy to that specific person, it actually speaks to them. It doesn't feel like a cold email. It feels like something more personalized. And then also with the copy, I was very keen on having a lot of urgency. Yeah, especially in the follow-ups. I mean, we didn't even need to send the follow-ups. So no real point in writing those. But yeah, speaking their language, having a really good offer that these people actually want. To me, I think that was the key to actually succeeding in this. If I were to do this again next time, I mean, really the name of the game is more in testing, right? So I probably would have done more spin tacks. I probably would have tested different copy, but for the sake of this video, for getting things out quickly, I just wanted to, put something that was effective together, and clearly it worked. And with that, as I were to scale this type of mechanism for getting new clients using cold email, it's just about more volume and more relevancy, and making sure that we're following that same process and continuing to test different subject lines. As you saw earlier, I was a little bit iffy on my subject lines. Test different call to actions, start to test different angles for different people. If I was scaling this, yeah, it would be a lot more testing, and then obviously just more volume, probably leaning more on the testing just so I can make sure that the campaign is actually going to be sticky and good moving forward. All in all, I feel pretty proud of this. A couple meetings booked in literally less than a day. Pretty solid for the setup that we did here. So you guys have seen me use Instantly right here, but if you're brand new to this, you might need a slower, more in-depth tutorial, because I did jam through this pretty quick, and especially some parts that probably are going to be important for you to know, which is why you should check out the video on the screen here to learn everything that you need to know about the software that I use to book these meetings so that you can also book sales calls and grow your business. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you on that video.